Free Tibet. เพื่อน้องซิงเกิลโล Thank you.
Second.
Krishna Bhudola. Krishna, Tintin Namjula is Sushan Yure. I'm delighted to welcome Tintin Namjula. Hello everyone. I just want to say thank you all for coming here and showing your support for Paolo Karanzan. I want to say thank you all for supporting a freedom for free Tibet. Imagine living in a country where it is illegal to put up your own flag, to sing your own national anthem, or to even put up a picture of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Well, in Tibet, all of those things are illegal, and doing so can lead you to imprisonment, to put into concentration camps, to be tortured or even killed. For more than 3 million Tibetans living in Tibet, they are currently oppressed. This is a harsh reality. According to Freedom House, Tibet is one of the least free places in the world. Since the Chinese government took control of Tibet in 1950, Tibetans have faced imprisonment, torture, political oppression, forced assimilations, and the destruction of important aspects of their culture and identity. More than 1 million Tibetans have died under the Chinese rule. On July 1st, 2026, China's new Ethnic Unity and Progress Law came into effect. Under this language of unity, this law places more emphasis on a shared Chinese national identity and the use of Chinese in education and public life. For Tibetans, this is very concerning because for Tibetans, language is not just a way of speaking. It is a way of culture, religion, and our own identity. Imagine being a Tibetan child and going to school and slowly losing the ability.
When they turn a blind eye to our suffering, we stand before the United Nations, the very institution created to defend our human rights and our human dignity. And yet, 6 weeks later, after Loganos's final protest here, we are still demanding for Tibet to be heard. Our struggle did not begin 6 weeks ago. For generations, Tibetans have watched our political freedom, religious freedom, language, our culture be threatened under Chinese rule. Tibetan language and education faces increasing restrictions. Tibetan Buddhism is tightly controlled. Expressions of support for His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, can bring punishment. Peaceful expressions can result in detention. So if Tibetans inside Tibet cannot speak freely, we must. If they cannot protest freely, we must. And if they cannot stand here in front of the United Nations, then we must stand here for them. My generation, Gen Z, this is our responsibility. Our parents and grandparents carried this movement for decades. They marched, they organized, they taught us our language, they dressed us in our traditional clothing, brought us to protest, and refused to allow Tibet disappear from our hearts.
Chinese government!
Shame, China, shame!
Shame, China, shame!
China is a guilty!
China is a guilty!
Guilty of genocide!
Guilty of genocide!
Out, China, out!
China out!
China out of Tibet now!
China out of Tibet now!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet justice for Logaranzan! Loga die for free Tibet!
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 We demand justice!
We demand justice!
Justice for Logaranzan!
Free Tibet! Free Tibet! China lies, Tibetans die!
China lies, Tibetans die!
China lies, Tibetans die!
We want justice!
We want justice!
We want justice!
We want justice!
Right now! Right now!
Right now! Right now!
Right now! Right now!
Right now! Right now!
Logan died for
tortures in Tibet!
Stop the killings in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in
Tibet belongs to Tibet belongs to China.
Spread inside.
United Nations!
We want justice.
United Nations!
We want justice.
Justice for!
Lokaranze.
Justice for!
Lokaranze.
My name is Hong Doma and I am 13 years old. Today, I am standing here outside the United Nations because I am a Tibetan child and I have something important to say. The day before Lokaranze passed away, I was fortunate enough to have met him casually outside my house along with my mother. He told me to be kind. He told me to respect others. He told me to listen to my mother. But there was one thing he told me that I will never forget. He told me, never forget that you are Tibetan. Those words have stayed with me. I am only 13 years old, but I understand that being Tibetan is more than just having a Tibetan name. It is our language. It is our culture. It is our history. It is our identity. And today, Tibetan children inside Tibet are facing a future where that identity is being taken away from them. Children my age are being separated from their families and placed in boarding schools under policies described as promoting ethnic unity and progress. But I have a simple question. What kind of progress makes a child lose their language and culture? What kind of unity requires children to grow up away from their families and communities? I am lucky that I can speak Tibetan. I am lucky that I can learn about my culture. I am lucky that I can stand here today and proudly say, I am Tibetan. But Tibetan children in Tibet deserve that same right. They deserve to speak their own language. They deserve to learn their own history. They deserve to know their culture, and they deserve to grow up with their families. This is why Lokaranze's word means so much to me. Some people have called him crazy or stupid. Even the New York Post called him a lunatic. But before judging him, I want people to ask, why did he feel that he had to sacrifice everything just to make the world listen to Tibet? I am not here to say that losing a life is the answer. I want to live. I want to grow up. I want to go to school, laugh with my friends, and have a future. And I want Tibetan children in Tibet to have that same future. A future where they can be Tibetan without fear. A future where they can speak their own language. A future where they can learn their own history and culture. A future where children do not have to lose their lives for the world to listen. Lokaranze wanted the world to hear about Tibet. And today, we are here because we heard him. We must not let his voice disappear. We must not forget him. And we must not forget the more than 170 Tibetans who have lost their lives through self-immolation while calling attention to the situation in Tibet. Every child deserves the right to know who they are. And no policy called unity or progress should erase a child's language, culture, or identity. So today, standing here outside the United Nations, I ask the world, please listen to Tibet. Please listen to Tibetan children. Please protect our language, our culture, and our identity. And most importantly, please do not forget Lokaranze. He told me, never forget you are Tibetan. I promise I'll remember. And I hope all of you will remember too. Pergyalo! Pergyalo! Lokaranze gyalo! China out of Tibet now!
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 Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Thank you.
Touch the leg. Do not mourn for me. What we should truly mourn is the loss of our country. Do not remain in grief. If you must grieve, then I ask each one of you to continue fighting for the just cause of the Tibet independence movement. This was Paul Lokaranze's dying wish. This was the simple request he made of us. Today, 6 weeks later, we stand here, not just to remember him, but to ask, when will the world hear our pleas? When will they answer our call to justice? How long will they turn a blind of support for His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, can bring punishment. Peaceful expressions can result in detention. So if Tibetans inside Tibet cannot speak freely, we must. If they cannot protest freely, we must. And if they cannot stand here in front of the United Nations, then we must stand here for them. My generation, Gen Z, this is our responsibility. Our parents and grandparents carried this movement for decades. They marched, they organized, they taught us our language, they dressed us in our traditional clothing, brought us to protest, and refused to allow Tibet disappear from our hearts. But they cannot carry this movement forever. Soon, we will be the organizers. We will walk into government offices demanding action. We will teach the next generation what Tibet means. Our time is now. Use your phones for more than scrolling. Educate people. Share reliable information. Attend protests. Learn Tibetan history. Preserve our culture. Contact elected officials and support Tibetan organizations. Talk about Tibet even when Tibet is not trending. And to the leaders who can hear us, make Tibet a serious part of your foreign policy. Hold the Chinese government accountable for human rights abuses. Do not allow economic and political interests make Tibetan suffering easier to ignore. And to the United Nations right behind me, do not stay silent. If you stand for human rights, then Tibetan human rights must matter. If you stand for religious freedom, then Tibetan religious freedom must matter. And if you stand for the protection of culture, then Tibetan culture must matter. And if you stand for people whose voices are unheard, then listen to Tibet. Logor Longzhen asked us to not remain in grief, but to continue the cause he believed in. We honor that message by choosing to live, organize, educate, advocate, preserve our culture, and refuse to be silent. To every young Tibetan here, this is our generation now. To everyone else, you do not have to be Tibetan to stand against injustice. And to every leader who can hear us, how many more voices must cry out before you listen? We are here, we are speaking, and we are not giving up, and we will continue to stand for the Tibetan people, Tibetan culture, Tibetan identity, and Tibetan freedom. I am a mixed Bemba and Indian girl, and I am no longer afraid to use my voice for those whose voices have been silenced. My Tibetan may not be perfect. I still have more to learn about my language, my culture, and my freedom. But I am here. I am showing up, and I am learning. And I am ready to fight for Tibet's independence and for the future of my people. For a long time, I questioned whether I was Tibetan enough. I don't question that anymore. I am proud of where I come from. I am proud to carry Tibet with me, and I will never, ever be afraid to sing Berbayin! Bergelo! Free Tibet! Berangzegelo! Vietnam.
진짜 기베체 쪽송 그리고 나도 매단 데려도 좋아 나 들고 나 채는 되게 분조를 나도 나와 소제게 아사신게 단계 단나 산제 천년 조배 강화에 천나 단계 강화 단계 단내 사시가 세마라도 라데 단냐 멘도에 라신 장모 그래 어제 정거 영거 장저 세마 라네레 베산네 제베제지 이제 군제 자단 신다